When Angad ran up the steps, Tara knew what brought him rushing to her. "Is the Prince of Ayodhya here already?" "Yes, mother and father." Tara whipped around. "Stop! Your father is Vali, bravest of the brave. Never forget that, Angad. Yes, you will treat your uncle Sugriva as your father, but to me, do not refer to him in that manner." "Mother, there is no time." "I know. Tell the king I'm on my way." Tara turned to an attendant. "Send for Anjaneya." And crossing the terrace, she descended the stairs towards the corridors leading to Sugriva's chambers. Hanuman, running in to see her, stopped and bowed. "How far away are our armies?" "One sunrise away, my queen. They're marching through the night." "Good," she said. "Come with me. The condition your king is in, I cannot manage him alone." A story, a sprinkling of magic. Namaskaram. Welcome to Stories and Magic with me, Mahita. The Panchakanyas are strong, independent, accomplished women mentioned in our ancient texts, with even a mantra dedicated to them. Ahalya, Draupadi, Kunti, Tara, and Mandodari. Who were these women? Let's see what made them so special, starting first with Tara, the wife of Vali. But before we continue with the first part of the story, compiled from different versions of the Ramayana, thank you for stopping by to listen to my stories. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to do so, and afterwards, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's start conversations. Now, back to Kishkinda, to the palace of Sugriva, and to Tara. Plaksha and Prabhava, old-time generals, rushed up to Tara in a state of panic. "The destroyer of Vali has sent his brother with a message," they said, "and the Ayodhya-kumara blazes, fiercer than the sun in his rage. You must intervene, my lady. We fear not just for the safety of the people, but for the king and the kingdom itself." Tara already knew of the conversation between the brothers. She knew of the tormented state of Rama's mind and of the words on Lakshmana's lips. "I know," she said, "I know. Plaksha, you go to the king. Tell him, if Rama could eliminate Vali, who was equal to Indra, the king of the Devas, banishing you from this world is child's play for him. However, having faith in your word, he has sent his brother Lakshmana to remind you of the promises you made to him. Anjaneya, you remind your king that the season of the dark clouds and peacocks dancing has slipped by. Admonish him in a manner that awakens his conscience without rousing his temper, that he is a Vana-nara, not a rutting male elephant, lost in uncontrollable lust or in the intoxication of mawa flowers. The older Ayodhya-kumara looks into the distance every day for signs of the dust clouds our armies will raise as they march towards him in fulfillment of our promise to bring back his wife. Tell him, Plaksha, that now his best course of action is to admit to Lakshmana his blunder and beg forgiveness. Tell your king to rise to his duty. You, Prabhava, search every inch of the city, seize every jug of wine, every intoxicant, and bring it all to the center of the royal gardens and set it all ablaze. Ensure that the Nagaras are beaten in every street, taking the message to every inhabitant of our city that the use of spirits is forbidden until Ravana is defeated and Lady Seetha is brought back home. Pausing at the threshold of Sugriva's chambers, Tara said, "And tell the young Prince Angad to go to Lakshmana and welcome him to the king's private chambers." The king was still in Ruma's arms, eyes hooded with wine, mind muddled with a mixture of lust and intoxication. "Rise, King of Kishkinda," Tara said. "I have recalled to the city our generals and our armies, and they will be here by the next rise of sun. It is not worthy of you or of our people to be in this state when we should be preparing for war. What fault of mine is it, Tara, the drunk and befuddled Sugriva whined, that the prince of Ayodhya comes to us as the god of death himself? Tara's golden eyes turned to unreadable pools of flat black, and her voice dropped low, causing hairs to rise on the arms of everyone who heard the truth of her words. Brother of the incomparable Vali, there is none so despicable as one who cannot keep the promise made to a friend in distress. The seasons have turned. Seetha still languishes in Lanka, and Rama wanders the forests calling her name. Have you already washed off your hands the stains of your brother's heart's blood? And have you forgotten already the bargain you made with the Prince of Ayodhya in your eagerness to claim the throne and to possess me? Sugriva hung his head in shame. Go, she continued, wash the stink of lust and liquor off your skin. I will speak to Soumitri. She called for wine, gargling with it so that her breath bore on it a faint scent of grapes, handed her shawl of rich brocade to an attendant, loosened the strands of her hair so that it fell about her face, and now, clad in the sheerest of fabrics that were a mere hint of color draped on her glowing skin, Tara sank into a low seat to wait for the nervous chitter of voices that would announce Lakshmana's arrival.